Tanase Scatiu. A few words about what was once an important, I guess, a landmark movie for this land, for Romania, with a chosen background. If we're not going to say something merit-worthy here, and that's the case, so don't listen to this unless you just don't have anything better to do for a few minutes and you're just into a freak show. We have the American Scatiu, but they're not Scatiu, they're not American, they're local. It's like in that joke, we had a joke here and presumably in the rest of communist Eastern Europe in the old days. A question for Radio Yerevan. Is it true that Mr. Ionescu Popescu, Ionescu is our name, our family is Ionescu, that's Puccini Ionescu and that's Balzac Ionescu. Is it true that Mr. Ionescu has been given a white Dacia, the local car maker? No, it's not a car, it's not a Dacia, it's a bicycle. It's not white, it's black. It was not given to him, it was taken away from him. Same with these birds. They're not the bird in the title, they're not from America, they were born one here and one in, I guess, in Hungary. That's what they said, but I'm not sure, maybe it was Germany, I don't know. In captivity anyway. Domestic, allegedly. Scatiu, Tanase Scatiu. There will be some standards to consider here, I think. What rules do we apply? If we look at this and put it against the great movies of the past, then it's irrelevant. But then so are most other motion pictures. They have nothing to say against, I don't know, Godfather, Goodfellas, Dr. Strangelove, Lawrence of Arabia, Citizen Kane, the list is long. Not as long as you would want to. There is one, by the way, the New York Times has a list of 1,000 best movies ever made. So that's where we find entertainment for many days in terms of watching movies. Now, if we look from a local perspective, if we think, okay, let's see in the local production, then we still have a problem because Tanase Scatiu is again not comparable with 4 months, 3 weeks, 2 days classic Cristian Mungiu, but then that's also on a time list of best 100 movies not ever made. There is one list like that, and it's our 4 months, 3 weeks, 2 days is not there, but it's made over the past few decades or something. Last 25 years, I'm not sure. You can look it up. It's there, or it was, unless it was replaced by something else. Say Leviathan, Russian masterpiece made maybe 5 years ago. So then we lower the standards again and say, okay, let's think in terms of communist era movies, and then we're told. Because I think Tanase Scatiu set against other local productions made in that soil state, that dark age, is notable, at least. First of all, it has Victor Rebenchuk, a titan, the one who is a sacred monster, the greatest actor we have alive. And I'd say with George Constantin, he's comparable with any actor in the world. True, he didn't, like here, he didn't have the material. They didn't give him Chinatown. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So, Amadeus. But here, he is sort of a Chokoi, nouveau riche, a man without scruples, making his way not just with the elbows, but stepping on people, abusing, beating peasants, cheating. You know what? This is Trump. This is exactly Trump. No, we have to edit that, scratch that. Tanase Scatiu is more likable, mean and cruel and vicious as he is. He's 10 times better than that idiot. He didn't. First of all, he got power at the local level. He knows the prefect in Oltenia somewhere. So that's the extent of the damage he can do. Yeah, he did damage, but not. I mean, he didn't get to the highest office, most powerful job on the planet. I mean, it's so incredible. And he didn't get his members of the cult to occupy Congress. So with that, I made a mistake. But it's the same type. It's true, and we can use imagination and think, well, if this local thug would get more power, well, we would have the same thing. With the difference that this Tanase is clever and hence potentially way more dangerous, because in a way, luckily, as analysts have said, the very stable genius was and is indeed a fool, and with that, the damage he has done, immense, was still limited. I mean, with a more Putin type of character, with more brains, with a better IQ than what the very stable genius has, who knows? So that's the problem there. If they get another vicious Trump with more brains, that will be, well, they would end up with a dictatorship. China versus communist America or something, who knows.